Welcome to Euro Football Daily, where today we're looking at the best bargain transfers in European football. 10. Diego Godin, €8 million. Diego Godin seems like he's been at Atletico Madrid for ages now, but the Uruguayan arrived at the Vicente Calderon with some serious pedigree. 3 years at Villarreal had been hugely successful, seeing the Yellow Submarine keep 17 clean sheets and claim their highest ever finish in 2008 when they came in second above Barcelona. Atleti paid just €8 million for his services in 2010, and Godin has been a rock for Diego Simeone since, leading the club to triumph in the Copa del Rey and Europa League, and to a stunning league win in 2014 when the big centre-back scored away at Barcelona on the final day to earn his side a draw and secure the title. 9. Ilkay Gundogan, €4 million. German midfielder Ilkay Gundogan had broken into the first team at Nuremberg in 2009 and caught the attention of Borussia Dortmund with his tough and skillful displays. In 2011, Jurgen Klopp bought in the then 20-year-old for a fee of just €4 million to replace the Madrid-bound Nuri Sahin, and he made 36 appearances that season, as Dortmund won a league and cup double. The next year, Gundogan took the Schwarzgelben to a Champions League final where he scored a penalty but could not prevent a loss to domestic rivals Bayern Munich. His career has since been hampered by back injuries, but after around 150 games at the Westfalenstadion is a brilliant return for such a tiny investment. 8. Thibaut Courtois on loan. Chelsea snapped up Belgian keeper Thibaut Courtois for €9 million in 2011 and immediately loaned him out to Atletico Madrid, where he spent the next 3 years. There he proved himself to be a top-class player, winning the Zamora Awards for the league's best keeper twice. He also came back to bite his parent club on the arse as Los Rojiblancos beat the Blues in the 2012 UEFA Super Cup and then knocked them out of the Champions League in 2014. Atleti went on to lose to Real Madrid in the final, but for 3 seasons they had arguably the best keeper on the planet, and he didn't cost them a thing. 7. Luis Suarez, €7.5 million. Luis Suarez might have cost Giorgio Chiellini a chunk of his shoulder and Barcelona nearly €100 million, but his first taste of football at the highest level came in 2007, when Ajax paid €7.5 million for it. You might think the Dutch side ballsed it up, as they sold Suarez onto Liverpool for just €26 million and missed out on a bigger payday. But the Uruguayan tore up the Eredivisie in his 4 years at Amsterdam, scoring a staggering 111 goals in just 159 games. 1,000 nutmegs and suspensions later, Suarez is on top of global football at the Camp Nou, but he'll always be remembered as a bargain in the Netherlands. 6. Riyad Mahrez, €480,000. It's not often that a kid gets plucked out of the French second tier and bitch slaps the Premier League, but that's exactly what's happened with Leicester winger Riyad Mahrez, who cost the Foxes under €500,000 in January 2014. With the Algerians' help, Leicester won promotion from the Championship, and 2 years on, Mahrez's astonishing pace and creativity has propelled the King Power side to an improbable title challenge. 5. Robert Lewandowski on a free. They say top players don't come cheap, but if you're Bayern Munich, they sometimes come for free. The Bavarians mustn't have been able to believe their luck in 2014 when Polish goal machine Robert Lewandowski joined them from Borussia Dortmund on a Bosman. The striker banged in 103 goals in 187 games for BVB, winning the Bundesliga twice, and he's somehow become more lethal at the Allianz, with 56 goals in his first 80 games under Pep Guardiola, including 5 in 9 minutes as a substitute against Wolfsburg. As value for money goes, Lewandowski is almost unbeatable. 4. Patrick Vieira, €5 million. Most clubs expect to spend over €30 million on a defensive midfielder and maybe more on an attacking one, but as we all know, Arsene Wenger prefers to keep hold of his own cash. So he just bought one guy who could do everything. Patrick Vieira cost around €5 million in 1996. Strong, tall and intelligent, Vieira at his best was a screen in front of the back four, a brilliant ball carrier in the middle of the park, and an incisive creator and goal threat in the final third. He knitted together Arsenal's rock-hard defence and dazzling attack, and his battles with Roy Keane were legendary. 9 years of service, 406 appearances and 3 Premier League titles, the last one unbeaten, Vieira's legacy is nothing short of phenomenal. 3. Esteban Cambiasso on a free. Egg-headed hardman Esteban Cambiasso came through Real Madrid's academy, and spent 2 years in the first team at the Bernabeu, filling the hole in midfield after Claude Makélélé left for Chelsea in 2003. But foolishly, Real let Cambiasso wind down his contract, and the Argentinian left Spain for Inter Milan on a free transfer in the summer of 2004. His career in North Italy was stellar, as he led the team to 5 Scudetti, 4 Cups, and a Champions League win in 2010, alongside fellow ex-Real Madrid players Walter Samuel, Luis Figo and Wesley Sneijder. After more than 400 games, Cambiasso finally left the San Siro in 2014, joining Leicester City, where he was named Player of the Season for his efforts in keeping the Foxes in the Premier League. 2. Gareth Bale, €10.3 million. Bargain is not a word you often hear associated with Gareth Bale. Record and injured are far more common. But Spurs paid Southampton just €10 million for the Welshman in 2007, and 6 years later they turned a massive profit when they flogged their superstar to Real Madrid for a world record fee. Bale started out as a left back in North London, but was unable to beat the great Benoit Asuakoto to the position. Fortunately, he was given a chance on the wing and took off, scoring 11 one season, 12 the next, and 26 in his final campaign at White Hart Lane. The huge profit, the 30-yard screamers, and the hat-trick at the San Siro, there's no doubt that Bale was one hell of a bargain. 1. Paul Pogba on a free. At number 1, it had to be France and Juventus superstar Paul Pogba. The lanky midfielder is only 22, but feels like he has been around forever, with 3 league titles and more than 150 appearances for the old lady already. Pogba was trained in the youth systems at Le Havre and Manchester United, but decided he would never be given a real chance in Manchester when Raphael and Park Ji-sung were picked ahead of him. A messy separation followed, but Pogba found the perfect home in Turin, gelling seamlessly with Arturo Vidal and Andrea Pirlo in an untouchable midfield which dominated Italy and came close to a Champions League triumph. With the Ballon d'Or a real possibility one day and no ceiling to his talent, he could well be the first player to cost over €150 million. So there's no Pirlo and no Cristiano Ronaldo on this list, guys. Should we have included them though? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to know about the opposite, most expensive players ever, why not click right there? If you like this shirt, head over to classicfootballshirts.co.uk. Those guys have got an unbelievable selection, and as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.